Capricorn, welcome in. This is Intuitive Niche, and I'm here to do your weekly 10 to 20 day reading. I'm a little behind this week, but it happens. Alright? That's a message in itself for you, Capricorn. Alright, I'm focused on something. Okay. Sorry. Do you understand what I'm doing here? I'm distracted. And I need a drink of water. Alright. All my readings are free, timeless, and for entertainment purposes only, okay? And just so you know, you have free will and final say every single day of your life. You can decide how shit goes in your life, or you can decide not to do it. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. You have control of your own life. What is distracting you? What's holding you back from the real thing? Tell me. Think about it while I shuffle the Akashic Oracle deck, Truth Oracle deck. Okay. I'm going to do the 333 shuffle. I did Taurus and Virgo already. Taurus was a tough one, man. The message was tough. And I don't know if they're going to get it. If you have any Taurus in your chart, you might want to watch it. But most times if Taurus has Capricorn or Capricorn has Taurus, things get handled really differently. If you're a Capricorn, for whatever the reason is, Taurus is like a bull, stubborn, obstinate, but Capricorn is a ram. They don't care to just go through this shit. They don't care. It don't matter. Taurus spends so much time in their head thinking about it, but so does Capricorn. Let's see. Yeah, that answered the question. Card fell out. It was perfect for you, Capricorn. All my readings are free, timeless, and for entertainment purposes only. Please take that to heart. Free, timeless, and for entertainment. Okay. Free will and final say at the end of the day. If you pay attention to any of my readings and you watch the very few comments that I get, one of the comments was about who was I to say I wouldn't take responsibility for somebody's actions, thoughts, choices, or decisions as I was giving the advice in the video. And still to this moment, I don't think this person understands that free will, final say, or keep scrolling. You chose to watch a video. You don't have to take the advice, okay? I'm a messenger. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not giving you direction. I'm not your boss or CEO or anybody else, okay? And I don't think this person understood because of the maturity level. And I looked at his profile and whatever, and you could tell he was definitely like 30 years younger than me, trying to put me on the spot. So, delete, block. Because you're not going to sit there and question me when you're not even paying attention to the material I put out there. You're worried about other things in the reading that had nothing to do with the advice that was in the reading. So anyways, Capricorn, as a part of the meaning for you, sometimes you overlook messages for you while you're thinking that it's for somebody else. Yes, Capricorn, you do this. First card off the top is acceptance. You may be disappointed with a recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, you are being redirected to one that will soon open to your true soul path. So accept the outcome of whatever's coming in. Difficult road. The spirit of perseverance. Being prepared for great things. Walking the hard path in life. Don't we kind of all feel like we've been walking that path for a while? I don't know about you, Capricorn in particular, but for everybody as a collective, I think the last 5 years have been difficult for a lot of people. And now we're going back into the struggle zone again with raising food prices and all this other shit, gas prices, and you can't go 5 minutes from your home because, if you have a gas, you can't go anywhere. You're stuck, right? I don't know what I was trying to say there, sorry. Deception. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're trying to deceive us. You're not seeing the entire picture of a person or situation. It may be purposefully withheld from you, or you may be choosing to look the other way or betray yourself in some way. It's time to gain clarity. Okay. Acceptance from the difficult road and the deception being played in your life. Okay. The card that fell was self-doubt. So who's the deceptor? You? The devil? Because you are that card in the deck, representative. You are also the King and Queen of Pentacles. It's up to you what role you're going to take, right? So self-doubt. You are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear, false evidence appearing real, hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Period. Period. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from the limiting patterns. Alright, so the deception, the self-doubt, the difficult road. You've done a lot of things. You've come a long way. You've achieved so much. And you just say, it's nothing. It's nothing. Anybody can do that. Not everybody could do that. Not everybody can attain what you've attained in your lifetime and with minimal help. That's the truth. You should put your arms around yourself right now and hug yourself. Like this. Give yourself a hug. I'm not stupid. This isn't a joke. I'm tired of watching people suffer in their own thoughts, in their own minds, in their own ways. They tear themselves down every day. I do it. I do it. I know I do it. I'll take it. But I also am not afraid to step back away from it. And I think that I deserve better, and I think Capricorn, so do you. So let's turn that difficult road around and stop deceiving ourselves and stop living in the self-doubt. You are enough, Capricorn. Just the way you are. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are stronger than more people than you think you are. And you have persevered through so much coming from nothing. And anybody around you should be admiring the steps you take on the ground, no matter what. Let's see what clarifiers we get. Clean it up. Wow. That just came out of nowhere. Clean it up. That was a thought. It just popped in my head, so I said it. Clean it up, Capricorn. Clean up the mess. Pick it up. Take care of it. It's something you need to do. And then don't ever do it again. Do you understand? Clarifiers. First one, gratitude. We don't do this enough, and this clarifies what I was trying to say. Okay? Clarifier. There's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you are thankful for. I'm thankful for you. Without you, so many things would be different and not for the better. So I know there's things in your life that you can be grateful for. Lessons, reason, lifetime. Yes. Capricorn, we'll keep going with clarifiers. Acceptance, gratitude. Gratitude is important. Be grateful for what you have, where you are, how far you've come, the struggle you had to live. It doesn't have to be a difficult road anymore. It doesn't have to be a difficult road, and I feel the need to find a different deck. Okay, I will as soon as I get another clarifier here. Okay, let me do that. I'm going to get another deck. Speak up. Oh, yes, this one must be shown. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever, and it's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Speak your truth. It doesn't matter if the other person likes it or not. The truth is what it is. Speak it. Don't be afraid to, because that's why people love you. Okay? Speak. Confirmation. Hello? You've stayed silent long enough. Speak up. Stand your ground. State your perspectives. You will rise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. So hello. 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 Speak up and speak your truth. How much more do you need to hear? How many more times do you need to hear this? How many more times are we going to go over this? When are you going to get out of the victim mindset? And I don't mean that you're doing it on a daily basis or sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. I don't mean it that way. We always feel like we should have taken this road or we should have taken that road, and why didn't we do this and why didn't we do that? And well, I'm here because I'd fucked up. Right? No, you didn't fuck up. There's a lesson you needed to learn. There was something you needed to do. There were people you needed to meet or spend time with to learn lessons or teach lessons. And you will always have that. Okay, so you feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame. Take responsibility for your happiness. Somebody does not want you to hear it. Only then will abundance start to flow, Capricorn. You're holding it back from yourself. I really need a drink. Wow. Speak your truth and speak up. Be authentic. Don't give a fuck what everybody else thinks or says. Be authentic. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations, and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. And I don't know what this card is, but it came with it. There are people who care to support you, and they connect with you. A new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. It could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. And only by being authentic will you make it there. All you got to do today is start being grateful for everything. And I know you are, because you keep pushing through. You get up and you do it again, day after day after day after day. I know. There are so many people that support you, and they will back you up when you start speaking. Yes, they will. They're afraid of you. And they should be. Authenticity. Acceptance. Difficult road is over. Okay, I need a drink, sorry. Alright, I'm going to pull a couple of cards off of this deck. I don't know why. This is the one that was calling to me before when we were talking about getting it down that deck, and I don't normally do this, and you might be the second longest reading I have to do in this pile, and I'm only on the 6th one. Tough week. And there is something coming out here that somebody don't want you to know, or somebody is trying to hold back from you. Reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. Cut it the fuck out. Please. Please. It's okay to ask for help, so reach out and ask for support at this time. I should give that to the Virgo reading. You know, I have 5 placements of Virgo in my own chart, so I know. I should have told the Virgo that in that reading. Reach out. It's okay to ask for help. It really is. Okay. Let's see what these cards have for you. We're using the Mother Peace Tarot mini round deck that I have. Okay. This is the deck that was staring me down when I was saying I needed to pull a couple of tarot cards. So, the first card off the top of this deck. So sorry. 6 of Cups. So is there something in your past that you've been thinking about, or you've been reminded of, or you needed to think up again? Look at this card. See, I see like rays, right? These are looking like alpacas to me, but I don't know what they call them in this deck. Alright. There's a lot of other things hanging out freely in there. I don't want to get in trouble for putting it on there, but I don't care because I don't understand what the difference is. This video is for adults, not children. So anyway, 6 Cups, love, emotions, nostalgia, thinking about the past, or maybe somebody from the past is trying to come back in. Second card off the top, 15. Oh, Capricorn, I knew you would show up. I knew it. You just got to stop having that shadow fight. Do that shadow work, because you're missing out on something. The Lover's card. Top 3 cards. The 6 of Cups, the 6 for lovers, 2 6s moving forward. Why are you holding yourself back? And if I wanted to be a smart ass, I'd say 15, 1 and 5 is 6. So you got 3 6s, right? The devil isn't evil. It's about how you speak to yourself and how you allow others to speak to you. And it's about how you think and how you let others think for you sometimes. Sometimes you say things and people don't hear exactly what you're saying. Yes, I stole that from you, sorry, but it's exactly what I'm talking about here. 666. Let's see what else we get here. Bottom of the deck here. Ace of Swords, the gift of truth. See, once you deliver it and then it's received, because you will get truth back once you let it out. And it might not be what you want to hear, but it's something you need to hear. Okay? Somebody will give it back as good as you give it, but it is time. The gift of truth is an opportunity to clear the air, to get the clarity you need, to release the past, find the closure. And I think you found closure for the most part, but I think you sit in it sometimes. And you talk about wanting love and a relationship and this and that, but then you really don't want it because you just want to be all by yourself most of the time in hermit mode. I'm surprised the Hermit didn't come out, but the Devil did. And that's the other side of wanting the love and knowing you deserve it to, that's not for me. That's somebody, I'm not good enough. Those kind of conversations. And then being tricking your mind into thinking that you're never enough for anybody. Because maybe they don't hear your words, or they don't hear your intentions, or they don't understand what you're really saying sometimes. You're right. Maybe they don't. But maybe also, what you're not hearing is the fact that the moment of anger is not the time to make a decision. Without taking into context the consequences of actions that you're about to take if you don't think about it first. And thinking about it and being angry about it are two different things. The Daughter of Wands, the Queen, she comes in with confidence, strong ability for coping. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody in your life besides the lie that goes on within our own head, sometimes everybody's expected to live the same way as she thinks they should. But then says, well, no, that's not what I meant. So without even trying to listen to what the rest of it is that hasn't come out of the person's mouth yet, the Capricorn has decided, I'm not being heard and I'm sick of it. I'm not talking to you anymore. It's okay. That doesn't mean somebody's not going to come back in and say, hold the fuck up here. Okay. Seriously. The Five of Wands. That battle you're having right now, it isn't about what somebody said or didn't say or acknowledgement of what you're feeling. That battle's about how you're feeling about yourself and the action or lack of that you're taking to correct it. So your frustration is building up. And instead of really speaking up, you know, the two cards that came out back to back, speak your truth, speak up. You're looking at people now as they're all stupid or they're your enemy. Nobody's hearing what I got to say. Nobody cares what I got to say. No, the voice of reason is coming in and trying to balance your anger out before you do something stupid. I did something stupid last year. Unemployed for 6 months. Not because I chose to be. There were mitigating situations, and if you were watching my videos, you will know. Okay, you'll know. I talked all about my 6 months off while I was trying to make money doing this. Okay, but not the best decisions I made to go along with the follow-up acting and 2-3 jobs between the 6 months that I lasted like 2 weeks at because I didn't want them. They weren't for me. It was me acting out of anger for the stupidity that was going on around me and nobody was listening. All right, so even though I wasn't angry at the world at that moment, I did do something. I had a job. I was leaving. Gave 2 weeks notice and out the door I went. 3 weeks later, I was unemployed. 4 or 5 weeks later, I had another job. Yep. 2 store manager jobs. 2 store manager jobs. I got sick as a dog both times, if you don't know my history. I was in the hospital the second time. I couldn't finish training. They wouldn't extend my time, and then they said I quit. So guess what else happened? I didn't get unemployment. They said I quit, and then I lied about it. Unemployment. These people are idiots, okay? They will do whatever they can so they don't have to pay you. I sent them the medical documentation showing I was sick. And they said I misrepresented myself. Okay, the doctors know best, but all right. That's also New York State didn't have to pay unemployment to me, because which they had to do. I fought the first fight and won that one. But 2 jobs later, so I got the 3rd job. And it didn't work. It just didn't. I couldn't drive every day like that. It was terrible on my body. And so I got sick. There's this repetition that goes on in this situation, and I kept getting sick. That's your body telling you, and that's what body, mind, and spirit on some of the readings in collectives. Your body tells you to pay attention for a reason. I couldn't do those jobs. I would have been in the hospital. Understand? And I knew that. So I was unemployed for 6 months. No unemployment money, and all I had was to borrow money from somebody I should have never asked, but I had no other way to survive. And $12,000 later, I'm even in a deeper hole, but I'm employed. Now I'm going to be roommating by myself, and I have to pay all the bills on this little paycheck. So even if I can stretch those funds to make that happen, right, Capricorn? I will figure it out. If I have to get a second job, I'll get a second job. But beyond that, with this message for you, Capricorn. Wish fulfillment, reaching your goals, happiness, happily ever after. I know, Capricorn, you have a hard time believing in that. There was a reason I was unemployed. There was a reason I got sick every time I started these jobs. 2 store manager jobs. Postal carrier. Not a good job at all for me. And it wasn't because I couldn't do it. I did it. And my body hurt so bad by the end of the day for being in a vehicle for 8 hours. And depending on, going through the holidays and this cold weather and being out in that shit, delivering, it really wasn't for me. And I don't know. I may still have to have surgery. But I know my 10 of Cups is coming, right? The things happen for a reason, Capricorn. Sometimes you have to let go. But you really have to have your fucking ducks in a row. That's the point of all my blabbering on, okay? I have to have my ducks in a row, so my 6 months would have been fine. I wouldn't have needed to borrow money. I would have had money, right? My business was really doing what I wanted it to do. I would have had money to keep going without borrowing, to keep living and building my business even more. It didn't happen like that. It's gonna happen. 2 of Discs. Balance. Grounding. If you notice how these discs are aligned, connecting to the ground, right? In the circle, you're standing there with babies in your arms, it looks like. Can't quite tell. These cards are too little for me, but it looks like babies. I could see it better that way. Getting grounded, getting connected, being one with yourself. So you can allow your 10 of Cups to happen. So you can allow your love to come in. Speaking your truth, living your truth, being who you are meant to be. The Shaman of Discs. Bringing in and finishing your financial, material wealth connection. Being grounded. Planning for the escape instead of escaping without a plan. That's what I'm trying to say with all this jibber jabber, okay? And I know you'll understand why I give you the messages I give you, because sometimes you're not thinking about it when you're angry. You're not thinking about it when you're frustrated and upset and angry and pissed off at the world, okay? You're just not, Capricorn. And that's why I needed 2 decks and I needed 30 minutes of time here for you. Taurus got almost 45 minutes. It's been a tough water sign season here. Aries is making you understand with this new moon and 7, 10 planets or whatever it is, and all in Aries. Take action, get going, figure out what you're going to do, make a fucking plan, get it done. You want out, make it happen, but don't do it without a plan. Whether it's business, love, life in general, you want to move, and I can see a move happening for you. But you are the only one stopping you. You got to put the work in for the plan, not for the everyday life I'm just getting by as you're living, because you're trying to get out of that, right? You're trying to move forward away from that. I fucked up bad by not just sticking it out at one of those jobs long enough to have a plan to leave or do the next best thing while I was still building this, because I am building this every day. Hangman. This is you, the prophet. You see the light around the head there? Yeah. He's going within to learn his message, to see, and he's naked too, so I'll just cover him up. Nobody can see that but me. Listen, Capricorn. The Hangman is you. You are also the Shaman of Pentacles. Yes, you are. You are this person. You are not the devil, and your 10 of Cups is in reach. You just have to kind of make a practical plan to get there. You can't just, fuck it, I'm out of here, and think it's going to fall into place for you, because it's not. Okay? It's tough. Any other advice going forward to close out this message? It's been a tough week for me, so I take all of these messages very much to heart, because I believe that you can take on any sign at any time. And so I can take on Capricorn, you can take on Libra. You know, love, balance, romance, we all want it. Seven of Swords. Somebody in your life is not being honest. You see the fox trying to get the chickens, right? The swords are kind of in his way, but maybe he's going to use them as stairs to climb in and get those chickens that are protected, but not really. You're not feeling safe. That's why you need a plan. You need to see this from a different perspective and watch who you trust. That is my advice at the end of the day. Keep it to yourself right now. Put it down on paper. The Four Cups, the last card out here. In the traditional deck, of course, the Three of Cups sits over here, and the universe is handing out the fourth cup because the universe knows you have worked so hard, and they're trying to help you build the stability and the structure in all areas of your life that you want. And you are ready to speak it. You are ready to live it. These cards are telling you that. You are ready to explode out of your own skin some days. You need to pull yourself back like the prophet and the hangman and clear your mind, your heart, your soul. Forgive what you need to forgive, and then make a plan for your escape. Take that fourth cup. It is the way out, and you will be successful. Okay? And no matter what you do and everything in the next couple of weeks, honor yourself in it. I think you give everybody else the honor, Capricorn, and never yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you have accomplished and be proud. Isn't that what I said at the beginning of this, Capricorn? I send you messages with love and light, and I want you to know that you can do anything you put your mind to. So put your mind to the positive. Put your mind to the plan. Put your mind, even if you don't know what the entire plan is, you can start it out with little steps. Remember, goals, dreams, we all want them. You have the 10 of Cups. You're already there. You just have to do it. You just have to do it. And believe in yourself enough to make it happen. And you will make it happen. You don't realize how capable you are right now. Honor yourself, and boundless possibilities will be all yours. You're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. Wow, doesn't that confirm taking the fourth cup to continue building structure, stability, safety, security, new love? Come on. Happily ever after. 10 of Cups. Happy family, happy life. This is your tribe. You don't even realize it's already here for you. Okay, Capricorn. Love and light. Leave me comments, like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, I'll be on TikTok.